into the game. There we go. So last we left Harry and Kim. We were in this bookshop. We tried our very, very best to. This was the door. This was the door that we tried to slam
A heavy
into.
door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Yeah, so here's where we failed horribly. So we need to put more skill points into the pain threshold in order to try it again. Because we got absolutely destroyed. Oh yeah, and we did... Where is it? We did get a map. We finally got a map. So we can finally actually see where we're going, or at least where people are, and where tasks are. So we finally got a map, so we will finally be less lost. And we're just a funky little hobo cop. Alright, let's see, what? Alright, Kim, do you have anything to say? This fine morning. No you don't. Alright, what were we doing? Okay, so we have to do that. That's when the dead body is finished. Okay, so you do have to do this stuff at the harbor, so we should probably do that. Yeah, let's head over to the harbor. We have a few things that we need to do, including asking for help to get the dead body down. Because despite our various misadventures, the body is still up there. You're the one who gave me the key. Do you want to talk?
Hold on, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Oh, I guess this is new. Kuno told me you're supposed to know about the armor.
The little boy had the good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Listen, I don't trust anyone.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
What a little shit.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
We're not gonna talk. We don't talk about Kuno, the asshole. The probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
We're not talking about Kuno. What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea.
What a little shit. Also, thank you for the hydrate.
The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Alright, so, well, we're not that ambitious. We're a sorry cop. We're a sad little meow meow. Hold up, 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
You know, we're gonna find one piece. That's enough, right?
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Mainly because I don't trust myself.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armor too. The one the bullet hits.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about Kuno.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
No, we're not talking to him
He
again.
is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
I don't think so. They're clearly not as sorry as us. Alright, so we got a new task for the armor. We do have to confront him. Man, I don't want to visit the kid again. I don't want to visit the little shit, but I guess since we're here, before we do the Harper stuff, I guess we might as well. Man, I don't want to deal with the little bastard boy. Literally the worst character in this entire video game besides his sister.
Fuck does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He doesn't care. Talk to Mañana about the armor.
So?
He raises his eyebrows, projecting aggressive indifference. No, we're not gonna thank the bastard child. He told me he promised to sick the pigs on him.
Yeah, so? Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Shut.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
You know, yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. Don't be saying what Kuno said back to Kuno. Get the fuck out of here, Patterson Kuno.
Shut.
After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Shut. Yeah, he does look older in the John portrait. Looks like a snot-nosed kid in his 3D model. Also, you want to know what's really sad, Avo? You know how in Steam you get like trading cards and stuff? I got 3 whole trading cards of this little bastard man. This little bastard boy. I didn't get trading cards for anyone else. I just got the trading cards for Kuno. And I'm like, why does Steam hate me this much? Why does Steam...
Kuno doesn't fuck...
Shut up. Shut up, Kuno. I do not want to love the bastard boy. He is the scum of the earth. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Alright, so now we're done with Kuno. We are never talking to Kuno ever again. Hopefully. Crossing my fingers. Because I never want to talk to him again. So let's head up to the harbor. So there was a few things. Alright, so we need to talk to Everett. Everett. And then apartment 28. Yeah, two more seconds with Kuno, I would have beat his ass. If I rolled good on the skill check. Let me... Excuse. Do you want me to beat you up
Do
again?
not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
I knocked you the fuck out, sir.
True. I said nothing about our personal dynamic. That has altered. A little.
Well, we do have to ask around tattoos. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures towards the lorryman down the street.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
Alright, listen. We just want to go.
Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps.
Alright, bye. I don't want to hear your shit. Alright, bye. We'll go the other way. Through the harbor. We'll go the other way. Can we redo this
The already
check?
familiar cold
Yeah, we
touch
can.
of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
I will say, despite how much the children are assholes, I will commend the writers for making said children as hated as possible at the excuse of, but they're kids. Yup. Yup. Like, they are supposed to be hated. There's not supposed to be an excuse for them. And good on this game for being like, fuck these assholes. Despite them being kids, they're still little shits. Right? They have no redeeming qualities, and that's the point. Alright, let's try this one again. 92!
Your fingers
Okay.
run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling.
Listen, even with a 92% chance, I was still worried I was gonna fail the check again.
Calling. Still calling. Then,
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy. How may I help you?
the voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as
It really
enthusiastic
is.
as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
It really is. If I got too overconfident and failed a bunch of checks, now I'm just like, I don't trust it unless it's like 99.99%. What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy.
Do you know me?
No.
I meant, what is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Sir, this is a Wendy's? Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Harry Dubois. Do you have anything on my name?
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois.
Same. Avo, you cannot go wrong with a Wendy's.
Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November '46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
What kind of film is that?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia.
Me trying to pronounce all of these French names.
No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
On the corner of Voyager and Maine, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door.
Same. They could have totally had the guy read it normally, but the fact that he struggled, that's peak. That's peak. Like, the little things.
Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker. Suddenly you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over.
Yeah, fuck video rentals. And their late fees. But also, Kim, I feel sad about Video Revachol 24-hour.
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call.
I love how we're like, I'm sad, and Kim's like, yeah, that's okay. That's enough for today. Why don't we take a step back? All right, we're done. Yeah, it's because for some reason, no matter what media it is, all the characters know how to pronounce people's names, and I just want that rep for people who struggle to say names. Yes, that's a mood, and finally we got that representation. Yeah, do we look at all this stuff?
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer slides out to greet you.
We need a volition for that. Was there anything else to do? I don't think so. Alright, so let's do the harbor stuff. So we need to go back and sit in that very uncomfortable chair. Oh, I guess these stairs are broken. Time to remember how to get through. But yeah, I also love how much Kim and Harry's speaker tower is silent. How much Kim and Harry's relationship is developing. All right, do we open up this? It's locked. Like, it went from Kim being like, I'm so done with your shit, to Kim being like, you know, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. You've had a rough day. Why don't you lay down? Why don't you take a break? All right, we're back. Oh yeah, we do have to lie to you because we did a little fib. Literally the duality of man.
As always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Yeah, that chair was awful. I thought we were gonna die in that chair. Alright, time to lie. Open the door to your weasel's den.
Are you shitting me, Harry? Did you not really open the door and are now just telling me you did? You're a wild one, Harry.
Alright, 17%. 17%.
You didn't
Fuck.
say it with nearly enough confidence.
That one. Yeah, he is a unit. Oh, we failed that challenge so bad.
Be it far from me to ever question your integrity, Harry.
We failed
but you
that
must have
so
opened
bad.
the wrong door. Next time, please be certain you get the right one. You see, Harry, it only benefits me if you open the right door. If you open the wrong door, then it makes things harder for me, because now you're scaring random people in my district.
We tried so hard, but we rolled a nat 2.
I don't want them to be scared. I want them to think, wow, I feel so safe. I like Everard. I only want weasels to be scared.
The lieutenant shrugs. He means, fuck it, let's open the door then.
Well, I guess fuck it, we're opening the door. We tried to lie. Yeah, he totally weighted the dice. It was his fault. It wasn't my fault for being bad at lying. Also, Evra, I know we just lied to you horribly, but could you help me get a dead body down from the tree? We kind of tried to shoot it and then attempted to shoot a child, but not really. Help.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder.
Also, thank you, Kim, for doing all the talking.
Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Yeah, we're gonna be helpful. Yeah, the belt thing.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, the cop who bested you in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body in a tree problem. Namely, he needs it to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy.
At least we beat his ass, so maybe maybe he'll actually be nice to us. I know, right? Kim's voice is so good.
You can find Luke down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you, now that he's back on his feet.
I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Sir, you tried to kill me by sitting in that chair. Just pals.
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her, because you and I are such good friends, and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree. And with finding your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Alright, we're good.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
Sure, buddy.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret.
Listen, the more you try to dig yourself into the hole, the more I'm suspicious of you.
Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everard doesn't mind.
Well, you are kind of a unit. Alright, we're gonna head out.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Alright, so let's go do the whole room, like the whole unlocking the door situation that we tried to lie our way out of, but it didn't work so well. Man, I really tried to be a good boy, a good sorry cop, but unfortunately sorry cops are not very good at the art of lying. I know, right? It's so tiny compared to his big old hands. His absolute units of hands. Alright, so let's head back. And let's open the door. Because unfortunately, sorry cops are not mastered in the art of lying. Alright, I think it was by, like, around the back from the dead body, I think. Oh yeah, we can also investigate that now, but we'll hold off. I don't think the shack cuts through. I think we need to go around the back. Man, if only sorry cops were better at lying. Also, is that money on the floor? No, it's just a beer bottle. Oh yeah, so now a new thing that's come up, since Kim helped us pay off our debt, we still have to scrounge up like 20 dollarinos for every single night. So I managed to stay at the hotel so that way we aren't sleeping on the street. So I managed to pay enough for day 2, which is today, but I'm worried about not having enough money
to the weasel's
after today.
den, guarded by the Lionhead Knocker. Both have seen better days.
Alright, we're opening the door.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head.
We try to be a good sorry cop.
There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Everard. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises.
Listen, there might be cash money.
Only curiosity could
There might
account
be
for
cash
stepping
money
over
in
that
there.
threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft. A whistle.
We're opening it. We're going inside. Listen, they could have shit that we can sell. The smell of disinfectant is in the room. Smells like chemicals.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures.
Listen, the fact that this room also smells like chemicals. Are we gonna find another dead body? What do I mean, uncomfortable?
The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
Asshole.
This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
You know, this man deserves to have his shit stolen.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Then we can move on. Yeah, alright, now we can legally steal all of this bullshit. Admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Hidden world of walking sticks. Unless you're the warmth of the red sun on the flag. Do you have any money? I do have a dress shirt. How's that compare to our current one? +1 logic. Well, we can't be very smart. Right, that's illegal. So we can't wear the shirt because we legally are not allowed to be smart. That is how it be. We are himbo, so we are legally not allowed to have any form of logic. We'll take... Oh, free Healy? Fuck yeah, that's mine now. Suitcase full of clothes. Guests are staying over. Alright, I think that's it. Besides the mug situation.
A row of mugs, yes. Your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash.
So, could this guy be the killer?
And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Yeah, we should. Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter, but still, a nice coincidence.
Yeah, this guy's immediately suspicious. Alright, it's still letting me click on the
A row of
mugs, but it
mugs
doesn't
sits-
look like there's anything else I can do with them. Alright, I think we've done everything in here.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
Listen, he wasn't the guy who was in this house wasn't the horrible person. What do you mean?
Nothing, nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep. Invade every personal space. Break every lock.
Hey, I'm not some sort of peeper.
Sure, friend. This is nothing sordid. Nothing inappropriate. You just have to do this. It's your duty.
Listen, it's not in a kinky way, so it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so you need to ask Measurehead. We're 97% done with hating ourselves. Right, so after we're 100% done with hating, like finished, and gain the the hating ourselves trait. Then we can start doing other thoughts. Which I think after the hating ourselves, we should go for not knowing who we are anymore. I feel like that's a that's the best way to go. All right, so we did that. Let's head back to the harbor and finish up that whole quest line thing. So far, we have to lean in as deeply as we possibly can into the sorry cop persona, or else what even are we? All right, which way was the? Oh yeah, we were able to cut through over here last time. So let's go talk to Everard really quick, finish up that quest line. Make sure our boy Kim is really getting his steps in today. Can't be a hobo sorry cop without also being very well exercised. All right, we open the door. We stole his shit. Okay, so he is able to type on that typewriter, even with his absolutely huge hands. Alright, we did your thing.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Open the door as you asked me. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
Or should we try to lie again? Yeah, it must be huge. Should we try to lie again? I don't trust Everard. I don't trust anyone besides Kim, our beloved. Yeah, we're gonna try it. The deal wasn't for me to go inside, so I didn't.
You're right, Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did. So we're all good here.
Yeah, I don't trust anyone.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
I find it funny that we immediately lied to him, and the first option is like, by the way, remember how I said that we didn't go inside? Well, actually, here's what I saw inside. Right, the first answer is like, I know we said we didn't go inside, but here's what we saw inside. Nah, we may be himbo, but we're not that himbo. I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
Yeah, I don't trust this guy.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramoritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, Killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Alright, so we weren't himbo in the other answer, so we're gonna be himbo in this answer. Hold on, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
We can have a little bit of himbo as a treat. Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Wait, they moved the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
You know, mate, you are an absolute unit. Maybe you should walk a little bit.
But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it? Or who exactly did the pushing? We'll go with the first one.
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
I mean, yeah, rowing club people have them strong arms. Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
Like, this is just too obvious. Like, what happened last time was, we met Titus and the others, and they just straight up were just like, yeah, we killed him. They just straight up admitted it, but it felt way too easy.
He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Like, they seemed way too hyped, right?
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Despite his boastful tone, he's having doubts about something. But what?
Yeah, like, this isn't as easy as it seems.
Maybe he doesn't believe the boys really had it in them. They're his boys, after all.
Think you're sure? Yeah, we're gonna lean into it. Think you're sharing information with the police because you don't think they actually did it. Yeah, there's no way they admitted it so eagerly. They're obviously hiding
something.
something.
That's very clever, Harry. Yes, they might have said it just to impress some girls or something. But Titus has a bad temper, so the chances are 50-50.
We're still not gonna go down this quest line. Especially after lying to him. How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. and I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
Also, if they were here to kill someone, right, why would they make it so obvious, right? If they were professionals, why would they... If they wanted to get away with this and not attract the attention of us, right, me and Kim, then why did they so obviously kill him and hang him? Why not kill him and then hide the body somewhere, right?
So you believe the scabs were
Why make it
organized by the
so
security contractor?
obvious?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
He's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange.
Like, I think this is just a whole like, everyone is so eager to admit that they did it, or that they're so eager about this situation. Like, if they did kill him, they displayed him in the most obvious way possible, like it was a show. That's why I don't trust anyone. You mentioned a lawyer girl.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members.
Yeah, if they're core members, why would they risk getting arrested?
Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Yeah, luckily I did not try to fight them. My only success is beating that one guy's ass once at a 17% chance. Everard, I met with these Hardys. You asked them to cooperate with me.
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Nice, making progress.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Thank you for the free cash money. Listen, I'm not complaining. We are very poor.
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled.
Listen, Kim. Listen, Kim. We have to pay 20 buckaroonies every single night just to stay at the hotel. Right? And I don't, because Kim, we already had to ask Kim to bail us out, right? We had to beg him. Well, not really beg him. He volunteered to bail us out by selling one of his possessions. So I still feel bad about that. So I'm just like, Kim, I'm not going to ask you for money. I'm going to take this corrupt money instead.
Good boy. A real team player. Now, do you have any more questions?
You might not like that, Kim, but I need the money. I'm curious about this, but... yeah,
Was it
we're
a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yeah.
Listen, you did nothing so far to help me find the gun. Yet.
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
I'm a man of the hobo
He's
and
been
the sorry.
too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
Not a man of the left. Patriot, you're right not to trust me. Nah, this is too rude. What's that supposed to mean? Or yeah, I'm going full. I don't trust anyone. This is another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me to do.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry?
I'm working
does
on
it
it.
tell you to forget about it?
I'm
Or do you
working on
think
it.
wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
This is the definition of unethical and or illegal. This is like asking for signatures under whatever false pretenses. This is unethical and probably illegal. Kim, help. Kim, what do you think of this?
Depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
He studies Everett.
But he thinks it's your call.
Yeah, he's not very useful. He's kind of weird.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
I might as well ask what are the signatures for.
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth center in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
That is the most hello fellow kids statement I've ever heard.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Yeah, where is this place exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box, and the wind howls like a vicious spirit.
What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
If it's so good, then how come you weren't able to get signatures before? We're not. I don't trust this guy with the grain of salt. No, I'm not going to do this.
Perfectly acceptable. No one's gonna force you into anything, but I don't know about that gun of yours. You see, I'm a vengeful man, Harry. Part of how I got where I am is that, well, I can be quite nasty sometimes.
Listen, we only need Kim's gun.
But the good news is, the moment you change your mind and want to look into this matter, just tell me, and we'll be buddies again.
He smiles pleasantly.
The lieutenant's eyes meet yours, and he shrugs. Okay, fine.
Alright, I think we're good.
Rigorous self-critique.
Oh, perfect. We don't like we don't like ourselves.
Here it is. Hard facts from the man you are. You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. You held a young woman by the arm and kept her in your apartment for 20 minutes against her will. That's right. These are not flights of fancy. These are real deeds, Harry, emerging from the darkness of your past. You tried shooting a fleeing suspect in the foot, but hit him in the pelvis, crippling him for life. And, above all, you let life defeat you. All the gifts your parents gave you, all the love and patience of your friends, you drowned in a neurotoxin. You let misery win, and it will keep on winning till you die, or overcome it.
Well, we're kind of a shit. We're kind of a bad person. I mean, we're trying to be better now, sort of. But we were a shit. We were a shit fuck. We were a bad person. All right, what thought should we do next? Do White Morning. That one's almost done. I know there's one close. Oh yeah, we can do some good old-fashioned go down the depressing route and do some derealization. Yup. Like we are Oh, we don't have any more slots. How do we unlock a slot? Does it say? Oh, can we just straight up unlock? Oh, that's how, oh, we spend a skill point. That makes sense. Yeah, I think he does deserve to be sorry cop. I feel like the only, well, not really the only, you can play this man however you like to in Disco, but I feel like the morally correct option to play this man is by making him a sorry cop. Cause he's done a lot of bad shit. He's not a very good person. So we definitely need to make amends for his shitty past. Alright, I think what I want to do though, now that we have a skill point, we can try the door situation again and upgrade pain threshold. Here, let me check. So I think on the map it says like the different things that we can do. Oh, we can also try these as well. And then I assume these are the ones. I do want to try the pain threshold one again. Yeah, I do want to try the door. I do want to try the door again. So let's do an upgrade into pain threshold, and then let's see if that unlocked. That should have unlocked the door that we can attempt to break into. Yeah, it's still challenging, but we can try it again. So let's go do that. And if anything, if it goes wrong, I want you to see Avo him run into the door again. Right? If it goes wrong again, I want you to see the scene. It was pretty funny. So if anything, even if we do a little fuck up, it'll be worth it. So yeah, let's head back to the bookstore. And see if we can force our way into that door. Because worst comes to worst, you will just see a very entertaining scene, Avo, and that makes it worth it. We do have two Heelys though, so we'll be okay. We can also probably go to the pawn shop and sell some things as well to help us with money. Alright, let's head back in the bookshop. And let's try it again. Let's try it again. Again.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands.
Oh, we got it.
before you,
72?
covered in dozens,
72?
if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms.
We can do
appears
it.
to be locked.
We can. Last time was a 58%. This time it's a 72. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door.
Oh, but it
frame.
works.
It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side.
Again.
But you've done it.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
The lieutenant stares at you as you stand there silent and brooding. Hold on, let me pop a Healy. Let me pop a Healy before. Alright, smash into the door and shout, "Fuck, it hurts." Again! Yeet! There we go. Hi, Kim. How you doing, buddy?
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. At least we still got beat up. We didn't fail, but at least we still got beat up. I'm debating between either it's an adventure or no idea, Kim, but my head hurts. My fucking head hurts. Nah, it's an adventure.
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages.
We have a little bit of head trauma, but that's fine.
I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark.
Man, we need to be more careful or pick up some more healing items.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Sounds good to me, Kim. Alright, so apparently we have a flashlight. It's pen. The handkerchief when we had a bad day. Would it be tools? There we go. Here, let's put that in there for now. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. Posha says, Sidious Fortis, the rest is worn off. Oh, a shot put ball. We can probably use that with those one guys. Smells like leather and sweat.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them.
Hold on, how much is 60 kilograms in freedom units? Hold on. We gotta see if this himbo can lift it. This disaster human. Alright, 60 to pounds. How much is 60? 132 pounds. Sir, I don't think you can lift 132 pounds. Sir, there is no way. Harry, there is no way your sorry little ass can lift 132 pounds.
There are no collars on the barbell.
This is a safety hazard.
Why does it feel so familiar?
Listen. We gotta try, right? This is 132 pounds. There is no way I'm passing this. 8%? 8%? Fuck it. Do it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Watch the master at work, Kim. Ooh! That's a dislocated shoulder.
But the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat.
Turns
out you're no beast. Just an old man with bad form.
That's a dislocated shoulder.
See? See? This place is cursed.
That is a dislocated shoulder. Ouch. Why did I do that? Yeah, say nothing.
Weightlifting was never my favorite either.
Lieutenant is obviously handling you.
At the station gym, I mean. I prefer running. It clears your head.
Lieutenant steps away from the barbell, letting you recover in peace. Look, Kim, it's a trap. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weights may fall off. Better not touch it then.
Too late for that. I mean, we did try it earlier, like 2 seconds ago. I don't really care about safety hazards.
No one does until they get smashed under the barbell.
All right, let's actually do the normal question here. Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle.
Yeah, he
Then
isn't wrong.
the feeling is gone. A memory from another life, when you were young and fit.
Sorry, Kim, we made an embarrassment out of ourselves. Apologies in advance. Worn out wall bars, they look unsafe. Man, I loved these wall bars. There was these wall bars at my local at my local Sunday school as a kid, and that was the only good part about going to Sunday school. Getting to vibe on the wall bars. My beloved.
Yes?
Alright, we're good. We do have a shot put. Alright, I think that's all that's in here. I think we're good. Man, I love how that solved nothing but pain. It just created pain. Alright, let's de-equip the flashlight. I don't think we need it anymore. Oh no, put you. There we go. Hello, we opened your door.
You broke down? The back door?
Yes.
The wards? The door? It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
I don't know what I was thinking barging in like that.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
Well, I looked around. I can tell you what I saw.
Okay, I'm willing to listen. We are set on the path. There's little else to do.
She shrugs, apparently dejected. Oh yeah, so the reason why she locked up that room is that she thought that there were evil spirits causing curse to her shop. Because every single shop that lived in that existed in the building that we're currently in has gone bankrupt. Right, so she went kinda wild and set up a bunch of wards and spiritual stuff
Her facade
around.
is dropped. Now you see the curiosity behind the fear.
And she was really against us opening up that door, so we were like, oh, we have to open this door immediately. There has to be something good in it, and instead it was just pain.
But before we go on, did you encounter the malignant entity?
Her eyes narrow, she whispers the name. Yeah, she does look like a reptile. She does not look healthy. The entity? No, I don't think so.
Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her.
But chimneys aren't big enough for anyone to live there.
No, this chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building.
Literally, Avo.
And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
There's the little girl standing outside.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
Sure. I wasn't really paying attention, but sure.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
No.
Why not? Was she not friendly enough? Were you not compelled to talk to her?
No. I don't know, I just walked right in here instead. There's so many side characters in this video game.
Oh yes, okay, that makes sense. It's working then. Yes. Do browse our books, sir.
Alright, I think we don't need to talk about the kid.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Listen, this woman doesn't make any logical sense. Alright, do we have any
but
more?
Please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
What about the wards on the back door? Are those Simonis as well?
Yes, the Simonis are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
Alright, I think
the
we're
woman before you
good.
scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense.
Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, we didn't talk to the kid because there's so many side people in this game. Alright, search for the quote-unquote malignant entity. Playson says she lives inside a chimney. Find a way in. I wonder if it's in here? I don't see any besides the books. Another boring book just discarded here. Yeah, it might be around town somewhere. Oh, well she's being good at her post. So apparently there's a chimney, but I don't know exactly where that would be. Alright, let's see what else we got to do today. Alright, so we can talk to Titus again. We still don't know where to find the armor piece. Need to find the chimney. That's after the dead body. Let's get the dead body down. I feel like that's the next step. Let's finally get this dead body down. It has been too many days. Let's head back to the gate, to the harbor gate. And let's get this gosh diddly dang body down so we can investigate it. Hello. Can you help?
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
Yeah, we're not gonna go under any of this. Everett told you to help us get the body down from the tree.
So it was. You bested me in race combat to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning.
No, I just walked.
I will go and remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Thank you. I just walked though.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
But what if you try to mess with the body? Yeah, Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Alright, if Kim's okay with it.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race.
Yeah, I trust Kim and his choices. If he feels comfortable. Yeah, if Kim feels comfortable. Yeah, we'll wait.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
If Kim thinks it's okay, then I trust our boy. I'll listen to him. Kim is the only person I trust in this whole video game.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Apparently so.
Cool. I like men with guns and power.
But we don't
I'm
have a
Patty,
gun.
by the way.
And we also are too sorry to have any power.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I don't. I've seen enough of that dead body already.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
Listen, we just need to get the dead body down. Also, it's fine, Avo. Everything is fine.
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Damn! Damn! Damn Kim with the shade. It's fine, Avo. Everything is a-okay. Yeah, you're right. She actually does. That's none of your business.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across
No,
mud
not
lanes.
Kuno. Not fucking Kuno. Not, no. Come on.
The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner,
Not
approaching him,
Kuno.
walking past him.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
No, he just walked over and got the body down. You know, we're just gonna drop it and just be like, thank you for your cooperation.
Farewell, ham sandwich. You are a union man from now on.
Literally though, Avo. Alright, we're gonna head out. We don't need to continue our talking with him. Let's just go get the body. Oh, come on, this way. There we go. And we can't talk to him, but we'll see what his dialogue options are.
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again. Let's talk about our right to work.
What about it? Your right to work?
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down?
No.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Weren't you just pissed at us 2 seconds ago?
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds
Here,
confidence.
Let's see. Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing. Yeah, it might just be like a weird... That is a good question.
So do we, Scott.
Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's just go get the dead body down. It is finally time, after so long, to get the dead body down. Fuck you, Kuno. Oh gee, oh god, the body's in a bad way.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pine.
Yeah, honestly,
branch.
that might have been it.
It's gently laid on one side.
We're not calling a corpse beautiful. While it's down, celebrate in a more reserved manner. I know it has been so long.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
A field autopsy?
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Shut up. Kuno, nobody.
Gonna cut his shit up.
Shut your mouth. Shut up. We're just trying to investigate a dead body. Don't we have someone else for this? A doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From autopsy to cleanup to social work. Everything.
Wait, I wouldn't trust us with an autopsy, honestly. I don't think. Also, thank you for the stretch. Oh, I was shramping. Oh, and for the hydrate. Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. A much needed big stretch. And big sip. Oh, another big stretch. Yeah, I don't think I'm a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't.
Man, I was shramping for
Now,
a long time.
The way I see
I know, right? This game is addicting. He looks at the corpse with some disgust.
It's either this, or we complete the initial interviews. We already met Evrard and Joyce, but didn't quite get Joyce's interview done. For that, we have to ask her about the lynching, not just talk to her.
Man, I know we should probably go and do the investigate. Oh, the dead body has been laying here for so long. The dead body has been laying here for 84 years. Oh no, it is almost 9. It is indeed almost 9. It's like 8:52 Pacific. So it's like 9:52 where you are. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because the art stream is going to be shorter tomorrow because I don't think I could draw for 4 hours. Right, and Sam and Kampa are both busy. So I made it shorter. Yeah, no, we still got a whole hour and a half of this. I know, right? This week has been weird, right? This week has been weird. It feels like a Saturday, right? Mainly because I work from home today, and also they let us stop working at 3, and even then I'm just rendering anyway, so it might as well have been a Saturday. Time is an illusion. Time? That doesn't exist. But we only need Joyce's interview, and she's right over there. Yeah, we'll come back.
Not much later, I hope. He's about to melt away soon.
Listen, Kim, we'll deal with it in a second. Do we look at these? I forget.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Oh, we got this. Visual calculus, we got an 83%. Come on, come on, come on.
8
Yeah.
pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right. The Hardy
Easy.
Boys in the mess hall of whirling in rags.
Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing in his booth. This is the big dick. Titus Hardy. The one with the ball cap on his head. Is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy. Maybe even too easy.
Yeah, it's too obvious.
2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. Either the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. The inked banger, perhaps. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print. 5. Another standard work boot. Reinforced toes.
Yeah, this shit is
Number
way too
44.
obvious.
Same as before. Either the musician, Eugene, or the muscle-bound blonde, Glenn. 6. Light as air. Same make of boot, but number 41. Small like a rat. Shanky.
Count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus. Carrying something? 8. Another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious. A missing 8th Hardy Boy.
It has to be the 8th one. If it is the Hardy Boys at all, which I'm still doubtful on, it has to be the one that we didn't see. Shanky's just a little guy,
7
but also
sets
an
of
asshole.
tracks, right?
But not
The
as
Hardy
bad
Boys
as
were here.
Kuno. 8 actually.
That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
How old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
Man, we should really get to that body haul. And it does kind of sound like they shank people just for funsies.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Ravachol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
All right, hold on. What was the 8th? The 8th boy. All right, the aberration. So I want to ask about the aberration one, because that's the 8th person. An aberration, one soul is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. Wonder who he is.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
I wonder if it's that guy in the apartment that was
He
an
regrets
asshole.
it the moment he says it.
No, we're not. Listen, Kim has been so nice to us. We're gonna go with it. So one of the people we were looking for is a drummer.
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer.
Yeah, Kim has been very nice. We were not gonna call Kim stupid.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Kim better not betray us. Right, when he said driver, the only person I know who likes to drive is Kim, but it's obviously not him. I'd be very upset if it was. Here we're gonna nod thoughtfully.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Lieutenant writes the information down in his notebook, then reverts to the tracks in the mud. Alright, we'll go down the list. Light step, number 41 shoe.
I'm guessing that's the skinny Hardy boy. The one with his front teeth missing.
You mean the rat?
Yes, well, he did look a bit like a rat. You're right. Do you think those prints belong to him?
We're gonna be a little bit sassy. Yeah.
I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not.
Listen, I trust Kim with my life. Point a heavy one, 200 kilogram imprint.
200? This could be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built armored man. Maybe it was a fat Hardy boy, the one sitting in the middle.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
You know, it could be the absolute unit, Everard, right? It could always be the absolute unit. But, you know, I trust Kim. You're right, the fat guy from the booth was carrying the victim.
Possibly, yes.
Lieutenant marked something down in his notebook. What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Because they were obviously here. I'm wondering if the twist is that they didn't kill them. They didn't, like the Hardy guys didn't kill him, but they did hang him. But the hanging wasn't the cause
So far, so
of
good.
death.
Only one thing missing.
Looks at the tracks, face lighting up from the realization.
Of course, there were 8 tracks, but there are only 7 Hardy boys.
Let him have his moment of joy. Let him have this moment.
There's one pair missing from the Union box. The 8th pair. I'm going to say it was our odd soul.
We're gonna let him have his moment. So the odd soul was present at the lynching, but isn't in the mess hall right now.
Yes. I doubt the Hardys are going to tell us who this person is. For now, it's best if we just keep our eyes open. I'm sure our investigation will eventually lead us to the odd soul.
Alright, we're good. We're letting Kim have his moment. Alright, let's see. We do have a skill point, but... Alright, so we need to... So we need to find Joyce again and talk to her, which we did. We can do... I guess we could do some of these checks, besides the impossible ones. And then we can probably start... We're not gonna do the barbell again for a long while. We could probably do the horseback monument one again. That was around here somewhere. Kim has been so kind to us. Kim deserves the world. We will not say anything bad about Kim. Alright, let's see if we can... Book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Then what? Then it's not erotica, right? If it's erotica without any erotica, is it really erotica? Or is it just, but not in a kinky way, erotica? Alright, Kim, let's find the horse statue again. Where was it? I think it was somewhere around here, if I'm remembering correctly. Were you at...
An old monument stands in the middle
There we
of the
go.
traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece
Also,
by piece,
hey, Jag, how's it
secured
going?
and mounted in the air with
How
the
was-
aid of numerous ropes and rods.
How was the rest of the sleep paralysis demon game where you stroked some rocks? That was very, very cursed with a fantastic yet ungodly cursed artwork. Like, literally, I sat down and watched some of it before my stream started. I'm just like, what? What in the world? And then how we convince you to kill Markiplier. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, we got a 42%.
The more you ask
God.
yourself, the less you know. One thing is for certain, though. Your brain damaged. It's serious and permanent.
Thanks. Thanks, Encyclopedia. Game was fine, finished it kind of quickly, moved on to other stuff. Good shit, though. Hopefully, eventually, you'll get Noita to work without crying from its horrible frame rate. But yeah, so far, we're just being disaster human once again. We're doing pretty good. We got the body down. We haven't investigated the body yet because we still have a few more things to do. We also let our beloved Kim have his moment. Because we figured out kind of what was happening, but we didn't say anything. That way Kim could come to the realization himself. Because all my homies love Kim. Kim, our absolute beloved. And you think you were far too tired to stream tonight because, good lord, you think you were spouting random nonsense. Honestly, that's a mood. Honestly, that's a mood. There are so many times when I look back at the streams and I'm just like, what the fuck was I on about? Like, there's so many moods where I'm just like, what? Or me being like, did I really just talk about handsome Squidward for 30 minutes? As it be. But yeah, get some good heckin' rest, some good heckin' vibes. Some good chill vibes. It was a good topic though, it was very enjoyable. And then we talked about how I finally didn't get queerbaited watching Good Omens Season 2. Because finally, after 84 years, there has been a show where I have not been horribly queerbaited, and no one went to Super Hell. No one went to Super Hell. No one confessed their love and then immediately got sent to Super Hell. Listen, Jack, all of our sleep schedules are going to shit. We have to save some of them. Like, I have been making the mistake of accidentally taking a long nap after work, then waking up at 11 p.m., and then staying up until 3 a.m. on a work night. So, all of our sleep schedules have been screwed. So therefore, Jack, we still have to save yours. You're one of our few final hopes, because Avo, I know Avo, he's too far gone, right? I'm getting too far gone. We need at least some of our sleep schedules to be not horrible. Oh yeah, we're going to the harbor. That's what we're doing. And we got some good old nostalgia for the song tonight, because we ended up talking about Homestuck, and then we talked about the song We Didn't Start the Fire, except it was Homestuck themed. So we're gonna get some nice nostalgia. Take us back to the fantastic year of, I think it was 2012. when Homestuck was in its prime, and I still read it. Alright, let's finish up our investigation.
Good. What can I help you with?
I think we've asked the reality questions. So let's just... What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
We don't... We lost our badge. We don't have our badge.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
We don't...
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Oh, and what happened to yours, Detective?
She returns the lieutenant's badge and turns to you.
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Well, remember when I told you I literally cannot remember even the most basic facts about reality?
How can I forget?
She tilts her head to the side. Well, one of those facts is where my badge is.
I was hoping your condition was rhetorical, Detective. A questioning technique.
Yeah, I wish it were. Or maybe, perhaps it is. But it's also true that I don't remember where my badge is.
I have sympathy for your highly unusual conditions, sir. And I believe you. But as it stands, I cannot share any confidential information until I've seen both your badges.
I understand the dictates of protocol, ma'am. But is there no way around it?
Also, thank you, Jack. For the cult! For the cult! I also love how that redeem is pretty much just a permanent part of my stream at this point. I've wanted to return to Cult of the Lamb since the update came out, but I keep getting distracted by other things. So in its place, the cult will always be here.
I'm afraid not, Lieutenant. These are my employer's orders.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
And I think it's an automatic, I think it's a free redeem as well. Because I think I remember checking and it might automatically refund your points for it. So you can contribute to the cult without even sacrificing your soul. Alright, 58%, we got this.
Feelings will guide the way.
No, never mind. Never mind. But, madame, I need to know about this lynching. It's very important to me. It's the case I'm solving.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
You have so much else. I only have this. Spread your hands. This is the entirety of my existence.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
This boat, for example, and a home somewhere. I only have this case. Please help me. I'm desperate.
Officer.
Ooh. The carbon fiber hull creaks. I don't remember anything except this lynching. There's only the coast and this lynching.
You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting it.
Oh heck yeah, time to turn up my poor, sad, pathetic little meow meow.
I'll be frank with
energy.
You. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible.
If we just be enough of a sopping wet, sad little meow meow, maybe she'll give us a little bit of information, even though she's very displeased. Like what?
The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Yeah, we'll do this instead.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse me for a moment, madame. Alright, Kim, what you got?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
The lieutenant's voice is hushed. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, Kim. How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Listen. I think she is, actually. But I mean, who are we to really judge? We say no to electrochemistry unless we see drugs on the floor, then we're all for it, right? We're only against drugs if it costs money. If we find free drugs on the ground, then we're chill with it. Like, who are we to judge? We are just as pathetic. Really? I thought it was going so well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
When in doubt, apologize. We are the sorry cop. Sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Also, I know we just apologized, but what do you propose that we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
I would say we can... Do we know any information about our badge? Do we know absolutely anything about our badge? No. We know absolutely nothing about our badge. We know jack shit about our badge. So let's just get back. Well, we'll still go through this option. We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
You're right.
You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months.
And they would make fun of me like they did last time. Alright, let's get back to her then.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay, tell us about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The material's coming from Samara to Revachol through this terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
We're gonna take this literally. Am I gonna need bolt cutters for this?
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable.
Listen, our himboism is taking everything super
Perhaps
literally.
you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
She gives you a knowing look. I mean, we have to investigate the drivers anyway to find the 8th missing Hardy Boy. So two
irises
birds with
are
one
light
stone.
green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
Yeah, so we're smart enough to realize that no one should be trusted besides Kim, and everyone's up to something, but we are not smart enough to realize that when someone says an elephant in the room, they are talking metaphorically and not about an actual elephant.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Oof, but we don't want to give her information, right? So we're smart enough to realize that she shouldn't be trusted, but we are dumb enough to think what she's saying is literal. Alright, I think we're good, because I don't want to go over this. And pretty much we just want to investigate for her to give us information about the lynching. Okay, I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
We'll take this case, probe the drivers, see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers
Everyone's
lingering
calling
near the
me out.
roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
We don't take breaks, we die like men. But I am gonna stretch. I am gonna stretch because I have been shrimping a lot tonight. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. Big stretch. It's funny too because the whole reason I set up that bot is because I was like, okay, if I'm only gonna be streaming for like 3 hours, right? For like every hour and a half or 2 hours, I'm gonna have a bot that yells at me so I can take a 5-minute break and run an ad, right? But then I realized that I only get like 15 cents a month from ads. Maybe 30 cents per month on ads on a good month, right? So I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm not running ads. I'm not running ads here. I make like 2 cents. I made like 15 cents. So no more breaks, but the bot remains.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I suspect the traffic jam won't disperse for a few more days. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Now we bonk it for its crimes. No breaks, we die like men. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, so now we have the new investigation. We'd ask the drivers about. But I think we should go check out the body because I'm worried about it. I thought asking her about the lynching specifically would have been over and done with pretty easily. But nah, because we are a mess and we don't have our badge. And we tried to convince her, but we are not very good at that either. So let's do the good old forensic investigation. And hopefully Kudo leaves us alone.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. His body is supine and open to intrusion. By autopsy, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Yeah, first, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Listen, Kim, you know my situation. Well, let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Also, after this, we are never wearing these gloves ever again. Alright.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
We just fill this in, right? Show him the red field autopsy form in your ledger.
That's right.
He nods.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
Listen, we're sometimes a functional human. Open your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts.
Is there a not good option for
Above
all of
those,
them?
an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
Yeah, we're just gonna go down the list. Begin 1, assistant.
That's you.
Right, Harry Dubois.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings. Just lies there. The next box says...
Coroner's case number...
KK57-0803.0815.
Write it down.
Next.
Name.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
Right, roughly 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
Write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Listen, that's just because it's been out for way too long. Sex.
Fucky fucky!
Shut up.
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Shut up, right, male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Same, Avo. Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th, 51.
Right, March 4th, 51.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only 1 box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over? Yeah, I don't trust that this case is as easy as it's being laid out to be.
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
He places his hand on the dead man's chest as if in preparation.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then...
my theory right now is that that the hanging wasn't the cause of death, that he was, I don't know, maybe poisoned or something like that, or he was taken out some way and then he was carried over and hanged as like a show of some sort.
In Gemrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, like drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else.
Yup, it really is, Avo. But yeah, that's the theory that I'm going with, because there's no way that everyone would be so eager and they're setting up the crime scene as if it's like obvious they did it, Titus was even like, just arrest me already, pretty much. Like they're way too eager to admit to straight up murder. And the fact that the 8th guy is just gone, the fact that the 8th guy wasn't there.
The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Okay, time to go down the list. External examination.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Shut your mouth.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
Listen, I know that I'm usually a dramatic boy, but we're not. We're not. And how would we even get them off? They're like fused. They're like fused to his legs at this point. If we get them off, like the whole leg might actually come with, and that's not very good. We're writing it down.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini.
Write it down.
The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Write it down.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
No, we're not touching his hair. Write it down. Short, light brown, male pattern baldness.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity.
Shut.
You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity
Shut.
was fucking max.
Shut up, Kuno. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
Shut.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
We are writing it down and we are keeping the low velocity.
You get your mark.
Lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material can't be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
Yeah, they straight up threw rocks at him. These kids are a bunch of shitheads.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Good thing we got these chain cutters. Pulls out the rubber gripped cutters. Yeah, they straight up threw rocks at him. Like, these kids have been abusing this dead body for pretty much the whole time. They are awful.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
he points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck.
We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully. with as much precision as you can.
Kim, you know I'm not very good at precision.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
Shut.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Shut. Let's look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there, steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come
Yeah,
loose.
exactly. Don't trust us. Okay, we do have an 83% chance. If we have the chain cutters equipped, will that... Oh, well, we can't open our inventory anyway, so I assume it just automatically has them equipped. Alright, 83%. Let's go.
After
Yeah.
some deliberation,
Phew.
you sink the cutters
Phew.
into the knot, tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
Oh, big relief. Oh, man, I don't trust any of these checks anymore. Press down.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
After some of these checks, I do not trust my dice rolling skills.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
The lieutenant is a little closer, running his fingers along the dark red groove until there's a gap.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
The highlight of my entire roll history was that 17% chance success. But after that, it's all been downhill.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
He points down the man's underpants.
No! It's get out of
Shut. Shut.
I fucking knew it!
Shut.
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Alright, we're not gonna go further down this route because the kids are gonna be asshats, so we'll write it down and move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
Yeah, we are not giving those kids any satisfaction.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
Listen, we'll write it down.
Last item, hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, and then moves on to the other hand. Listen, I trust Kim. I trust him.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle.
Were you expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Yeah, there's no struggle, right? You think someone would struggle, especially if they're being hanged, right? You think their hands would attempt to, escape the situation.
Working so close to the fumes coming from the corpse must be hard. You realize suddenly that the lieutenant has been barely keeping it together.
I know, right, Kim,
these
our
past 2
beloved.
items.
Write it down.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Oh, sorry, Kim, it's about to get a whole lot worse. Alright, internal examination.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
Nope.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently, A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Oh, it's disgusting.
You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Oh.
Yeah, jack that.
Shut.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Oof.
Respiratory system.
Back hunch as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used. Yeah, why do they have to be here?
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart.
They love to see a dead
Hyoid
body way
ripped
too
from
much.
the force of the lieutenant's hands.
They love to see that dead body way too much. Listen, I trust Kim completely. We're gonna write it down.
NA.
Why? Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
He looks at the corpse stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. We're just gonna write NA.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Okay, so I don't know how we could do a toxicology report without, you know. I guess we could do, like, I know there's the other one. I think Bandcamp is the other one, but yeah, preferably Spotify. YouTube also works if I can't find it on Spotify. So yeah, pretty much just those two. Also, I don't know how Kim can do a toxicology report. But, you know, I trust him.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
Oh, SoundCloud was the other one that I'm thinking of. But yeah, preferably YouTube or Spotify. I was like, what's that third thing that exists that I completely forgot the name of?
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground. The pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
He touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly. You know, we're gonna admit it.
What's next on the list?
But yeah, if it's on YouTube, it should be good. I know I did a few, I think mostly a few of Cryptid's requests I couldn't find on Spotify, so I looked him up on YouTube. As long as they're like easy to find. Right, of course the song plugin that shows what song it is won't work, but you know, that's not the end of the world. Yeah. Alright, descriptions of injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
Alright, I guess we'll go down the list. Cause yeah, we did accidentally shoot him in the stomach trying to get him down. What about the injuries we have inflicted?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
Okay, I have inflicted. I won't take Kim down with me. He's been too good to me.
Okay, so there's a spin-stabilized munition from a Kiel A990 muzzleloader lodged in his lung. I don't think we should mention that. Better not to muddy the waters.
You know what? That's fine. If Kim is cool with us admitting it, I'm fine with us admitting it. So back to the injuries.
Injuries.
He nods. Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Beneath the description, there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. Yeah, obviously the bite marks weren't fatal. They were probably post-mortem done by the birds, so non-fatal.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Shut.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
I hope we can arrest him. I want
lieutenant's
to
admission
arrest
has
him.
caused great gratitude in Kuna. He is silent with it.
Write it down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath the description of injury.
Yes, please let us put him in jail. Alright, those are also non-fatal and post-mortem.
Right. Next.
Alright, ligature mark.
Dark red abraded ligature
Oh fuck, I didn't mean to finish the autopsy.
With a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters.
I was just going down the list, I didn't
hyoid
realize
bone
it
is
was
fractured.
finish
The cervical column intact.
We're fine. It should be okay.
I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
I don't think that that hanging was the cause of death. Hard bone is fractured, but that could happen after. Hemorrhaging on the skin, up and below the ligature mark. Yeah, no signs of clawing at the neck, right? And you think it's the natural response, right? That if you're being hanged, you know, your body would kick in and subconsciously automatically try to get yourself out of the situation, right? Right, so there was no, I feel like I'm putting on my heckin' Danganronpa / Rain Code brain right now. Yeah, if there was... Plus it would be too easy, right? In these types of games, the first answer is always the too easy one. Therefore... Yeah, because... Like, obviously he was hanged, right? But I think that was afterwards. I feel like he would have struggled a lot more. Plus they said earlier that he was like a big guy, he was powerful, he was trained, right, in mercenary work. He wouldn't just let a bunch of ragtag guys, right, hang him on a tree. Cause that's a lot of effort. Yeah, so I think it's post-mortem. The lieutenant falls silent abruptly.
He is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck.
Why do you say that?
I'm serious. I don't think this was the injury that killed him.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
We're not gonna say psychic arts. Where's the reason about the marks on his neck, right? Where's that reason? Where's that reason? Well, I guess this is the most reasonable. Right? Out of all of these options, this one is the most reasonable to go with. And I mean, it also makes sense, right? Like, why wouldn't they tie him down, right? He's a big guy. They took no precautions in bringing this man alive. Like, why weren't his hands tied? A big man like this, I would tie his hands when marching into the gallows.
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. The stench. But you are right, I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being.
Yeah, like there was no sign of a struggle when there should have clearly been a struggle.
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
How did it go?
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
Shut. Listen, electrochemistry we will only drink / have drugs if they are free and if they're on the floor. If we have to pay for them, it's a no-go. What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Rip out a copy of the autopsy pages.
For processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Okay, this is a white check. We can retry it. It's a 28. We don't have much luck. But we can come back to this, right? So let's...
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
We're not looking in his pants. We're not giving those bastard kids more ammo. Alright, so I don't think we'll be able to find anything.
The corpse seems to yawn contentedly, as though it's glad you've run out of steam.
We'll try this check again.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Yes, there's something we're not seeing.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's
poor
start by
Gart.
asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
We are not asking Kuno. Only if all else fails.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno?
Shut.
Wanna get fucked?
Shut.
Only if all else fails.
Alright, let's hurry then.
This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Oh yeah, we're going a little bit crazy. Our first investigation that we did earlier on the first day, the corpse started talking to us, like legit having a straight up full conversation with us. And then we went to bed and the corpse was us. And we were talking to us. So yeah, our mental state is not great. Our mental state is actually pretty bad. So yeah, we are definitely going crazy. Alright, so we do have a skill point. I want to check the body again really quick. I want to see what
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of
I want to see what the skill we need to investigate the body
lieutenant
more.
adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Alright, perception is what we need. So now that we have a skill point, we might as well... Where's perception? There we go. Alright, let's... Oh, we have 2 skill points. Guess we can do 2 into perception. That way we really get a good chance. Let's see what the options are.
His glasses.
Let's see what... Alright, it's still a 42. Yeah, we are making good time. We're making a bunch of progress. Alright, let's put 1 more into perception. That might help our odds. Plus perception is just good to have anyway. And let's see if that helps our odds.
Adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Okay, we have a 58% chance. Alright, we're gonna try again. Come on!
You really ought to wait until the cadaver is refrigerated. Digging around in this mess now is proving
Alright, now the game's like, yeah, I should really wait until the body is cold. Alright, we'll try again then after the body is refrigerated. Alright. I assume now, though, we can talk to Kim about the pissing competition. Because we finished the dead body inspection. Hello, Kim. Do you wanna have a nice conversation by the dead body? Here.
What do you want to know?
Here we go. Now that we inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity? Yeah. Yeah, I think the last thing we'll do for tonight is get the fridge situation sorted and pray to God, right? Pray to whatever is out there in the universe that we do not have to talk to Kuno ever again. What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
So this is the struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that.
Oh, the body is
Time to
literally
settle it,
disintegrating.
Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
Listen, we'll let Kim tell us his nice story.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the
Luckily, time moves very slowly, so we should be okay. Alright, well, I'm sure we can come back to this.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Alright, we're gonna hold off. We can talk to Kim more about it in a second. Let's go talk to Gart first. Hope that he has what we need. Oh, that's where we came from. Gart, do you have a fridge?
Can I help you?
Do you have a fridge?
Yes, yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Maybe.
Corrected.
No, we want to put a very important dead body. in your fridge.
I don't care. You're not putting a dead body into my fridge.
Why?
Because this is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. I can't believe you even asked me.
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Let's go talk to the frit clerk.
Alright, let's go talk to the frit clerk. I have more hope. I had more hope for Gart than I do the frit clerk, but we'll still talk to her. See, Jack, you would help out. You would be a real bro in this situation.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Do you have a fridge?
Mm-hmm. Right behind you.
Here, maybe we shouldn't lead with the corpse. So we'll lead with, you're right, this is a fridge. Wicked.
Yeah.
She's not really paying attention to you anymore. Oh, macabre. French words, man. French words are just cursed. Also, we need to store a corpse.
You're joking, right?
No, we're not joking. I need to store a corpse of the hanged man in your fridge.
Okay. It wouldn't even fit, you know.
Now that I'm looking at it, maybe a glass-doored fridge in a public grocery store isn't the best option for storing a corpse.
Yeah, we don't want to store it where all the customers can see. I thought it was like a fridge in the back, right? I thought it was a fridge in the back, not the... Listen, she runs her very own business in this place where the economy doesn't seem too great, honestly, right? She's like a minimum wage employee, right? But then again, if I was a minimum wage employee, would I give a shit? Probably not. Yeah, we'll try it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, that still didn't count. Oh my goodness. Alright, fuck me, I guess. Fuck me. Alright, luckily it's only been in-game like 5 minutes. So yeah, let's go ask. Kuno.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
Man, I wish Gart was nice to us.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Shut up.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaut.
Kuno, I need a fridge to stash the body.
For the fuck him. Good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge. Perfect for freezing.
Really? I don't believe it.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno gets around.
Where can I find this perfect fridge then?
Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
I don't know. Oh. Oh, we have to butter him up though. He's the only one who's enough of a Oh, we have to butter him up a little bit. So we'll try this one first. Kind sir, I'll repay you for this information one day. Right now the clock is ticking.
Kuno's clock's not doing shit. Kuno's got a fuckload of time.
There's nothing on his wrist.
I know there's nothing on. That was hypothetical.
Don't believe him, Kuno. He just wants to use your fridge.
Corpse-free yard. Don't you have civic pride? Is this still? Okay, I did humble ourselves. That did rise it up to 17, but I don't think 17 is good enough. We'll try this one.
Kuno's got everything Kuno needs. All civics and shit.
You can't buy Kuno, pig. Kuno's already got everything.
Well, fuck me, I guess. Fine, Kuno, don't help me then.
Wasn't going to. Kuno's not into bacon charity.
You can't turn Kuno into a little popo man. Kuno's his own man.
Oh my goodness. How?
Kuno doesn't.
Yeah, shut up. Kim?
Yes?
Oh my goodness. Fuck me, I guess. Or some other local kids. Okay. Some other local kids. That's important, right?
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me.
Yeah.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno.
Shut.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno.
Shut.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Shut.
Murder was the case.
Shut. Alright. Well, I did say ask some local kids, right? Well, let's try the, hold on, let's try the 8%. At this point, there's literally fuck all to lose, right? Let's try the 8%.
Fuck does Kuno care? For the fuck imp. Good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno?
Kuno's a poor kid from a poor neighborhood. Say your job is on the line. He'll sympathize.
Kid, this is serious. My job is on the line. If I don't get this sword, I might actually get fired. Oh, he's not gonna give a shit.
The fuck are you doing right now?
He's
the
not.
Fuck is this shit?
He's not.
Don't pay attention to him. Just keep telling your side.
All right, we're gonna kiss his ass just so that we can get this shit done. Lost almost everything, Kuno. My memory, my money, even my name. I can't lose my job too. Please, please help me.
It's not that dramatic. We can just send the body to processing.
Kuno's never seen anything so lame. Listen, pig. If you were Kuno, the fuck would you care?
Yeah, Kim, shut it. We gotta play the sympathy card. I'm thinking either 2 or 3. We gotta play up the we are a worthless sack of shit. Yeah, I'm thinking either 2 or 3. It's a roll of the dice at this point. It might also honestly let us choose both. We'll try 3. Or maybe 2, because he likes it when we agree with him. He really enjoys it when we agree. Yeah, let's try 2. You're right, Kuno. If I were Kuno, I probably wouldn't care.
See, sad shit? Kuno doesn't fucking care about this sad shit. Your sad shit. Now, how about you at least try to entertain the Kuno, or get the fuck off his crime scene?
Why don't we go pester some other kids now?
Alright, well...
Kuno doesn't fuck...
Shut up. We tried our best. There's a few... I know there's the kid by the bookshop, maybe, that we can ask. Yeah, we tried our best to reason with him. Hello, you're a child.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
Just let me ask you some questions.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
Say, child, you wouldn't have to happen to know a good fridge, would you?
A fridge?
Yeah, like a big, big fridge a cop could put a dead body. Well, maybe if she's into, like, I don't know, true crime, like fictional story or like fictional crime dramas, right? Then maybe she'll play along with it.
You mean like the ice bear fridge? Man, that's scary.
Ice bear fridge?
Yes, like a bear, but white. There's a fridge below the building in the basement, with red glowing eyes. I went back there once, behind the bookstore. Mum doesn't want me to go there anymore. Not that I want to. It was pretty scary.
And there's a big fridge there.
Yes.
I can't understand how I didn't notice the giant ice bear fridge myself.
Well, it is pretty dark in there. Anyway.
All right, bye. sorry, child. We don't have time. All right. Check out the fridge in the commercial building across from the whirling. All right. All right.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the...
Nah, that's too many options. We don't got time for options. Here, maybe in here?
What have you found? And also, okay, but please, only if...
Nah.
The woman before you scared.
Nah. Was it in this room? Nah, it was not. Literally, we are just a himbo. Alright, let me check. Check out the fridge in the commercial building across. I know. I know, we're just trying to sort out this situation here. Well, she said it was by the whirling rags. Oh, maybe it's behind. No, that was where the apartments were. Can I ask you the same line of questioning? Nah, alright, see ya. Literally though, we are just trying to find a nice place for this corpse. Alright, they did say it was like behind the building, right? So let's do a loop around here. And those are the apartments, if I remember correctly. And this was the building. I don't think you have a fridge. Here, I'm gonna do a quick safety save. Just in case. Just in case, because you know me and my awful... Cash money! If you can give me like a hint. Right, if you can give me like a hint. Like a general... Is it like inside a building? Is it behind a building? Oh. No, Whirling's right here. Yeah. And they just, in general, in the commercial building across from the Whirling. Well, I know there's a way to zoom the fuck out. Let's zoom the fuck out. And this is the only, like, commercial building. It's weird that they don't call it the bookstore, though. Oh, I assume it's this building, right? This giant building behind the bookstore. Maybe there's, like, an entrance through the bookstore. Yeah, she did say something about a basement. And we checked out this area before. That's where we got in the door. He looked suspicious.
Shelves full of biographies of.
Never mind. I'm just like, you look like an obvious movable shelf. Never mind. And I tried. Yeah, I already tried talking to her.
What have you found?
And she just wants to talk about the curse. I feel like Gart will just yell. I feel like Gart will just, because that's the mess hall people. This is the kitchen. There's a door in here, but we don't have access to it. Gart is just pissed at us, I think.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great.
Yeah, I already did that. We're not gonna ask for a drink. So I'm thinking like it has to be maybe behind the building. Like maybe it's way behind. Maybe it's over here. It's probably over here, isn't it? Okay, well, there's a basement in here. That's the balcony, that's the exit. That's the bathroom. Bedroom. We tried this door. It's locked. And then empty room. And then this is like behind. I'll pick that up. That was another entrance to the apartment buildings. Guess we can check in here again. Oh, nice, a Healy boy that we missed. Here we can try our flashlight. Let's replace that with. Is that? Now we can just shine it on Kim's glorious, glorious face. Yeah, so we checked the apartments. That was another entrance to the apartments. That's the here, we can go around from here maybe. We can go out this exit. Okay, that's, yeah, that was the entrance to the apartments then. Have I been blind this whole time? I would not be surprised, honestly. Here, let's de-equip the flashlight. It's kind of annoying. There we go. It's probably someplace... Oh, so the hint is in the bookstore. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and look at everything.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks.
Alright, we're good. Oh my... Was it this? Nah, I'm just stuck. I was like, ooh, maybe. Can we already... Let's go back in here again. Maybe we need our flashlight. Oh my... I didn't realize. Guys. I think I might be a little blind. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. Oh my goodness. Alright, come on, Kim. Large demi-john full of strange liquid. All animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Hold on, I wanna... Poor animals, no rest for their bodies after death. Airship road was covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. Oh my, we were so blind. Naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Cash. Blue velvet soft to the touch, moth bitten. Cash. Alright, what about you? Where are the clothes it used to display? We were just robbing this guy blind.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework.
We are so
has a
blind.
rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
The radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
You sound surprised and a bit cautious.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind?
But we are looking for a fridge, and we are pressed for time, so...
On the other hand, it's not that I'm not interested in abandoned radio computers. This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Yeah, good thing we figured that out. Actually, that was big brain for past me that we figured out the door thing before we started the body investigation. Right? Big brain on past me, but future me had / present me had to be nerfed and be blind. Do you think I should turn it on?
Maybe the body has stopped decomposing somehow. I don't know. You're in charge of this expedition, officer.
Alright, let's...
You can always do it after the fridge.
Yeah, we'll do it after the fridge. Yeah, I think we'll look around at this stuff later. We just want the fridge at this point. Oh, that's a bear. All right.
You see a terrifying ice bear
That's
strange
like
compartment
fucking
in its
Lucifer.
belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing
Right,
red.
that's what this is like the bear version of Lucifer.
This must be the fridge you were told about. Look inside. See if it's big enough for the corpse.
Crack
A
open
gust
the
of
door.
freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Listen, if Kim's nervous, I trust him. Let's look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City.
Oh, fuck
A
yeah, ice
handwritten
cream.
note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Here, let's look at the note.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Alright, we'll examine everything and look at it in a
A
second.
friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Alright, this is clearly the fridge. It looks big enough for 2 corpses.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough, too.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can.
Shall we go and get the body, then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
Okay, let's do this.
The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get the can to the butcher, then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge.
Oof, I don't like that
The
ASMR.
lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know. That was too much like body moving ASMR. I did not appreciate it. I did not appreciate all the body moving ASMR. Yeah, I can barely hear the audio, so I'll probably just reread it now. The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement, then 10 more minutes to stuff it back into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork. Yeah, Jag, welcome to the body moving ASMR part of the stream. I know it was so loud. They really wanted us to feel how that body felt to move. This is clearly the body moving section of the ASMR. Oh, gee.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
Really? You think it's good work?
No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in a nice bare fridge. This story does not leave this room.
I like to imagine our himbo sorry cop was like, really? We did a good job? And Kim's like, what the fuck, no? Kim's like, no. Yeah, I'm not proud either, but we did find a fridge.
As impressive as the fridge is, this is a small victory, among numerous defeats. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection, under controlled circumstances.
Alright, nice. We are a himbo who takes everything super literally. We do not understand sarcasm.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Alright, I feel like this is a perfect place to end it. I feel like we'll investigate the dead body more next time. So we'll keep it here for now. And we'll also, you know, do some exploration around here as well. Oh, we also got the letter that we can look at next time as well. Overall, we did a bunch of shit. Look at all of our progress. We're making our way. We're making our way. And let's fully heal. That way we're all set for any more demoralizing events. Alright, and I think we're good to go. Yes. Now that we figured out where the dead body goes, because I realized that stairs exist. Now that I realized that the glorious thing known as a staircase. Oh, but good shit. This is a really good game. I'm really enjoying it so far. Yeah, we are a himbo for a reason.